Hey guys, Christian from Scalify here. Quick video here just to show you guys, how to get your own leads as a business owner. Quick background on me. I'm 25 years old and I run a marketing agency based here in Perth, WA. I've got a lot of clients, most who are in the trade industry. So I've got epoxy guys, concrete guys, decking, builders, renovators, you name it. And this video is for those sorts of people. Look, I'll be real with you guys. If you're a business owner in 2025, you probably don't need to pay a marketing agency thousands of dollars a month for bullshit, alright? Marketing nowadays on every platform, Google, Meta, TikTok, it's all AI. So a few months ago, Meta released the Andromeda update. Essentially made advertising a lot easier. Before, as a marketing agency owner, I have to sit there and really do lots of research into who your ideal customer is, how to best target them. We'd have to get copywriters involved to write the copy. Nowadays, it's not like that, especially with this new update. It's so much easier to market, to get leads in. Facebook actually uses their own AI based on your ad to find the right customer. So as long as you've got good photos, good text, you shouldn't have a problem doing it yourself. Now, I am speaking for only the sort of clients I work for, which is premium trades such as concreting, epoxy, decking, flooring, roofing, pool installations, all these sort of high ticket trades with really clear before and after services. This will work for. All right, without further ado, let me show you guys how to set up your own campaign. It's not rocket science. Okay, so literally the only two things you need, and I swear to God, it's this fucking easy, is good content, so before and afters and some videos, and a follow-up system to follow up with leads. So when you've got your good content, your before and afters, your nice product photos, maybe even a few videos, what I like to do is go into Canva. It's free to use. The premium version gives you some benefits, but you don't need the premium version when you're starting out. So I like to go on Canva and make a square. So I go to custom size and I'll do 1080 by 1080. I'll upload my photos onto Canva and I'll make as many, variations or different images as I can. So this is for an electrician client of mine that does EV chargers. As you can see, they're all different photos, nothing special, not a lot of text or anything like that. You really don't need to be creative. On the left here, under design, you've got thousands and thousands of templates that you can, throw in there, replace the text with whatever your offer is, and there you go. You don't have to be creative at all. So yeah, once you've got, around 15 is the golden spot, 15 different variations. Yeah, when I say variations, I mean different images. So obviously it's the same product, but they're all different, angles, different sorts of charges and whatnot. You don't want to do the same one over and over again. Facebook does not like that. All right, so this is one of my epoxy clients here. He's got 500 leads at $6.78 per lead, and we've only been running this for 2 months. 190 leads in the last 14 days. $6.20 per lead. Unbelievable. Look, this is how much he's getting every day. The lowest day he got 8 leads. Like, it's fucking insane, right? People say this shit doesn't work, but there you go. Proof right here that it works, right? Anyway, this video is not about, what results my other clients are getting. This is about how to do it yourself. So we'll go here to create. We'll create a new campaign. We'll make our objective leads. All right, we'll give the campaign a name. It doesn't matter what you name it. Now, don't let it scare you saying all this shit here, because a lot of it's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. The main stuff that we need to do, I'll tell you guys right now. We'll go down to budget. We'll make sure it's set to campaign budget. That's what Facebook prefers in the new Andromeda update. And we'll set this to $50 a day, AUD. I don't know what you guys should spend in the US, but in Australia, I've had the best results by spending $50 a day. Facebook now relies heavily on different variations, having different ads and images. For them to actually test that, you need to have a decent amount of money in for them to be able to test it. So $50 a day is what I do, and it's been amazing. Any sort of industry, bathroom renos, decking, epoxy, $50 a day has worked amazing. So we'll start off with that, and that's all we need to do on this first page. Just choose our budget. We'll go down now into our ad set, and we'll give it another name. A lot of marketing agencies, when they see instant forms, they get a bit weird. But the reality is, instant forms have gotten better and better over the past few years. At the point they're at now, they're amazing. Yes, you're not going to close as many leads. Your conversion rate's not going to be as high as, if you've got a landing page, you've got your pixel set up. But after about a month, when you've got the quantity in there, and you switch this campaign to maximize number of conversion leads, it's the same as having a landing page, if not better sometimes. So that's my honest take on it. That's from what I've seen doing work with my clients. People always say, oh, do this way, it's better. Do that way, it's better. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but I'm doing and I'm showing you guys what has worked for me, what's working for my clients right now after this new Facebook update. So we'll make sure we set performance goal to maximize number of leads. The reason we don't do conversion leads now is because we don't have the data yet to do that. That heavily relies on having pre-existing data of what leads became jobs and we don't have that yet. We're going to get that. So about a month or two from now, once we've got that data, we're going to actually make this maximize number of conversion leads. But right now we don't have that, so we're going to do maximize number of leads. Now, my apologies if I'm getting too in-depth about this. This isn't meant to be complicated or confusing, but I know people are going to comment, why are you using instant forms? Why are you doing this and that? And I'm giving you guys my explanation for it. It works. So make sure you got this set to instant forms. Make sure this is set to maximize number of leads, and then we'll go down to audience. So this is where we choose where we're going to show our ads. This guy's based in Perth, so we'll go Perth, Western Australia. We'll set that, and then you can even change the radius, how big it is, but 40 kilometers for Perth's fine, covers essentially the whole thing. A very important thing is we switch this off right here, reach more people likely to respond. What this actually does is, as you can read right there, is it shows it to people interested in your selected towns and cities. Why the fuck would you want to show your epoxy ad that you install in Perth to people in Melbourne or Sydney? It makes no sense, right? But that's what this thing does. So don't turn that on. And that's it for this page. Next, we actually make our ads. So we'll click this over here and we'll give our ad a name. Doesn't matter what you name it. I like to normally name it image 1, image 2, image 3. It doesn't fucking matter, right? Make sure you choose the right Facebook and Instagram page here for your business. And then we'll go down here to create ad. Multi-advertiser ads, I like to always switch this off. I've seen it perform better than having it on. What it does is it shows your ad next to competitor ads. Which, like, when you think about it realistically, what the fuck's the benefit of that? I don't understand it. More importantly now, this is what we need to do. Instant form. This is where our leads are going to go when they click the ad, when they're interested. It doesn't take them to a website. It takes them to an instant form. It pops up on their Facebook. Quick, easy to fill out. We'll give this form a name. We'll just call it epoxy leads. We'll change this. We'll set this to higher intent. And the rest don't matter. We'll go down to an intro. Background image, I like to always do a nice image of a nice install. So, alright, so background image, I've just set this to a nice flake garage. It doesn't really matter what you do, but if you can make it pop, do a nice photo. Now, grading and headline, this is where I do the main offer. So we'll do something like headline. I always like to make this whatever offer you've got on at the moment. You don't need an offer, you can just simply put get a free quote, but if you want to get more people, then always put some nice offer here, like claim your 15% discount and get a quick quote, whatever. Try stand out if you can. Everyone's doing free quotes and the same shit. So if you can stand out, do something different, even if it's something everyone does, right? Let me say this quickly. Everyone in the epoxy business meets their clients and they do the selection and quoting. So they'll, bring the samples of flakes and whatnot. Everyone sort of knows it's a thing, but if you actually put it down and say, plus get a free quote plus a free design consult, when you word it like that and actually say it, it gives people more incentive. They think they're getting more than what they're actually getting. So things you think sometimes are stupid to say might actually be a good thing to say. So anyway, we set that. Now we go to our questions. This is very important. This is what's going to pre-qualify our leads. I always like to do a few. So I always like to do when are you ready to get your epoxy system installed or something like that. All right, so we've got 0 to 2 weeks, 2 to 4, 1 to 3 months, and just getting quotes. You don't even need these. You can get rid of the 1 to 3 months entirely, but it's nice to know, when they're ready, when they actually want to get it installed. Next, I like to put a question in, actually asking them what they want. So here we'll do what's the floor size in square meters. And lastly, we can do what product are you interested in, like metallic, etc. Might seem like a stupid question to ask, but what it does is it fucks off the random time wasters that don't know what they're talking about. A weird thing is with epoxy, I'm sure you guys all know this. You're running an epoxy business and you get inquiries for concreting for shit you don't fucking do. So this will sort of fuck those people off. Anyway, lastly, we've got the contact info, full name, email, phone number. Definitely don't make phone number optional, so untick that. Facebook does it by default. And the privacy policy, we don't need that. Review screen and ending. All right, I set this to call business. I had the phone number there. And then here, I'll give them some sort of incentive for them to call you. So I'll normally make this something like, thanks, limited spots now, call now to book a quote directly. So what this does is we want to incentivize them to give us a call rather than us having to call them later. Shit like, limited spots left, call now to book directly, speak to the owner directly. Works amazing and it increases the conversion rate significantly. So that's it. We'll leave it at that. We'll create the form. And there we go. We've got our form and now we make the actual ad. So we'll go down to add creative. We'll select our first image. Make sure that looks good. Put an image up on screen of what primary text is, what headlines is, and what descriptions are. just so you guys know. But the good thing is we're not going to write this ourselves. So we'll go into ChatGPT and we'll give it a prompt. I'll put the prompt in the description below. You just have to upload your image, give it the prompt, and this will actually generate the descriptions for us. So we'll copy that, we'll paste it in. We'll do our headlines and our description. So we'll make sure our call to action is set to get quote. That's the most important thing. And that's all. Don't worry about that AI generated content. 50-50. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But for this sake, I'll just keep it on. And there we go. That is one of our ads done. And there we go. That's the ad. As you can see, that's the primary text and the call to action, get quote. Right. And we literally just repeat that now for every single ad. So we'll go up here, we'll do create ad. We'll go image 2. Once again, just check off multi-advertiser ads. That's the most important thing. And make sure our instant form there is selected, which it is. And we'll add another image. We'll do this image for this one. And once again, primary text. We'll put it on ChatGPT and we'll say same thing again, just like that. There we go. So it's given us our primary text. We'll copy, paste that step by step. That's it. We'll do get quote, next, and done. That's it, guys. Now we've got 2 ads ready to go. You repeat this for every single image that you've got, and it's simple as that. Once you're done, all you do is hit publish, and there you go, your ads are running. Like you guys just saw, it's not hard anymore to make meta ads. Last thing I wanted to show you guys, which is optional, is Privia. You might ask, where do these leads go to? How do I follow up with them? Privia, in my opinion, is the easiest app to use for business owners. So it looks like this. Leads come in, you can see all the information from the lead. You can straight away call them from here, message them. You can even set up SMS templates to make replying to leads quick and easy. So I definitely recommend it. It's very easy to set up. You sign up, it's free. All you need to do is connect your Facebook to it, which is easy as piss, and your leads should start coming in straight away. If you don't want to do that, you can get the ad manager app on your phone and they'll also come in through there. Only problem is you won't get a notification when they come in, so you'll have to manually check it, every 30 minutes. There's obviously a lot of things I didn't go over, like the follow-up system. I didn't go too in depth into using Privia, how my clients use it. I also didn't go over what you should be doing to make these ads consistently stay good. I'll definitely make a follow-up video to this one where I show that to you guys. But yeah, if you guys ever want assistance in any of this, go down to my Instagram below, send me a message. I'm always happy to help for free, as long as I've got time to reply. If you want me to do this stuff for you, go to my Instagram as well, send me a message and we can work it out.